All right, what's up, folks? It's Wednesday morning, 6:35, and we are going to go out and try out this PM60 blade steel. I cannot wait. I've been really curious about this stuff ever since I saw that Kunwu was making the Chad here in PM60. It was blade steel I'd never heard of until that point, and doing a tiny bit of research. It's similar to something like Maximet, which is very, very hard and therefore keeps an edge for quite a long time. So I'm curious. I think it's going to destroy the testing, obviously. I just want to see how well it destroys the testing. I'm excited to experience it. I think this is going to cut real well. It's relatively thin blade stock. Behind the edge, I think we said it was on an average of like 15 thousandths behind the edge, maybe 16 thousandths. The sharpening trail is pretty good. Classic, I guess you'd call that I don't know. It's almost like a Warncliffe, since we have almost a straight edge and then a pretty continuous curve down to the tip, but that looks like a sheep's foot more to me. Crossbar lock. Kunwu does great with these. They're just really, really smooth. I love the tabs that they use. Milled titanium pocket clip. Milled titanium thumb studs as well. Yeah, super comfortable. I don't think there's going to be any hot spots, but we'll find out. And let's get on out there. All right, let's get it on. Factory edge, which I have just stropped up a little bit. Very nice edge. They really killed it with the factory edge. It is super even, side to side, as well as the thickness on one side, and very, very sharp, sticky sharp. And let's start with some cardboard. I'm going to cut more than I usually do. Just because, I am very confident this steel can handle it. It's really breezing through this stuff, not only because it's sharp, but because the geometry is pretty good. It's not like a super crazy thin slicer or anything, but, the blade stock's not overly thick. Like I said, behind the edge, it's, between 15 and 17 thousandths. Just pretty average, average for being on the thin side behind the edge, and it works great on cardboard. You have a pretty long straight edge to work with, so you're not like sliding out or getting caught in the sharpening tool. Really, you just have a lot of real estate, and it freaking breezed through that cardboard so easily. Very, very nice. I'm gonna get a piece ready here for the utility cutting. Oh, no, I'm gonna do one more. Why not? Yeah, cardboard destroyer. Alert. So this thing's going to be great for utility cuts. As far as like chopping where you need some belly, not the best, because you can see my knuckles here touch the surface before really anything but the tip touches the surface of the blade. So utility cutting like I'm doing right now, very, very good. You can see I'm not having to raise up my hand hardly at all. It's way down there, nice and comfortable. A lot of control over the tip, as you'll see here in a second. I'm going to demonstrate the control that you have. Putting my index finger, putting pressure down towards the tip, and look at that, man. You can make some nice curves. A lot of control, and went all the way through that cardboard too, even around turns. Utility cutting passes with flying colors. let's cut some leather. First, let's see where our edge is at really quick, just after the cardboard and stuff. Still looking good. Here we go. So since what I'm cutting is up on this 1x4 piece of wood, it's easier for me because my knuckles can kind of drop down below that. But if I was on like a cutting board, cutting up, I don't know, a sausage or something like that, or whatever, a leather glove, this is the type of cutting that a little bit of belly serves you well. I always say it, but I'll keep saying it. You can start with the tip and then kind of rock back on the edge, instead of just, the first 1/4 inch of the blade hitting the surface like you do on this one, and then dragging that 1/4 inch of blade through the whole cut. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's do some rubber tubing. Same deal here. It'll do the job, but a little bit of belly would help. Goes through this stuff real nice and easy. Oh yeah. What's next? I have a tiny bit of a bungee material left. We'll cut that up. Why not? Went through easy. Of course. I really like the dark stone wash they did on this blade. It's like I don't know if you call that like a more of an acid wash than a stone wash. I don't know, but it's like a dark stone wash. It looks really nice. Cecil rope. Very good. Very, very good. What's next? The strap. The 2-inch heavy-duty ratchet strap material. And I have a feeling it's going to go all the way through because we have a pretty long edge to work with here. Sometimes, a lot of knives would be able to go through if they just had more edge to drag along the strap. We almost made it, but I think I kind of slipped, so I'm going to do it again. And check this out, baby. I slowed down a little bit. And bam, all the way through. I feel like we haven't had one in a while go all the way through. One more time. Just a hair hanging on there. So that's great. Not only are we still sharp, but with that little extra blade length, we can get through some wide strap like that. And we still got some bite on the edge left. I'm really excited to see right now how our edge is. Let's get the paper out. Oh, hang on. Calm down, you're too excited. There we go. Yeah. It's still really easily cutting paper, but, it's definitely not as sharp as it was when we started, but, that's pretty much always the case after these testings. But man, that held a sticky edge for a while. I mean, that was more cardboard than we usually cut. Yeah, I'm impressed, man. I'd be interested to go toe to toe, like a cut battle with K390 or maybe Maximet, maybe 15V. But just from memory, this seems to be performing pretty much just as well. I'm going to do one more of these. I think one thing it did really well on is just the maneuverability of this tip and utility cutting. So I wanted to show that again really quick by doing a long, long curvy cut. Look at that, dude. Not even leaving a spot uncut. Just clean all the way down, man. That's cool. I don't care who you are. That's cool. So let's strap it up. I wasn't expecting for it to strap back easily at all, just because this stuff is so hard. But you'll see in a minute, it actually did make a little bit of a difference. So I think this stuff, for like general use EDC type stuff, like what I do, you know, this is up there. This is up there with the big dogs, you know. The 15V, the Maximit, the K390, you know. It's not a stainless, so it will patina. And it's definitely sharper after the stropping. It's definitely passing through the paper a little bit cleaner. So there you go. It's actually stroppable and will respond to a little bit of stropping when you need to. But honestly, I don't think you're really going to need to that much. What I was trying to say earlier is, with the type of EDC cutting that I do day to day, you know, I would never have to sharpen this. Well, not never. I probably wouldn't have to sharpen this for, I don't know. Well, hold on. Hang on here. I wouldn't have to strop it for probably 4 or 5 days. And even then, I probably wouldn't really need to, but I would anyways, just for fun. But yeah, this could hold an edge for quite a long time. Quite a long time. So hats off to Kunwu. I mean, you know, like I said, it was not easy for them to do these blades. I don't think they were expecting it to be so difficult to grind these babies, you know. I'm sure they spent a lot of money on abrasives. I'm sure they went through a lot of belts and discs and whatnot. But man, you know, it's so cool to see a knife production company trying new and interesting steels. It's so refreshing. You know, Spyderco's one of the only ones that do it, and you know, Kunwu was much smaller than Spyderco, but it's just cool to see, you know. I love experiencing a new blade steel. It's just fun. So huge thanks to Mark for sending this in and letting me cut with it. Thanks, buddy, and please like the video before you head out. Peace. Adios.